button.
Okay, the broadcast is live. Babies, babies, babies. It's big and funkies. It used to be the big and funky, wet, hot summer thing that Vinnie came up with. It was weird, but now it's big and funky without the funk. But I've got the ladies. These are the two on-site producers. Do about 100 different roles on our current movie, WJHC, and they'll be working with us in the future. That is Amber and Tracy.
What's up?
Hello.
Now, Tracy has a see-through shirt on. I happen to be butt naked. Now, just because I'm sick, if you can't tell, what I did was I just took some Sudafed, and I'm going to drink about a 6-pack of beer. So by the end of this, I'm going to be over
And that's why I'm driving.
But I do think with the sinus problems here, my voice is at least 14% sexier. I'm low, babies.
I would say I would give you 17%. 17.
Yeah. 17. Well, what if I told you that I have cheesecake that hasn't been in anybody's ass?
That might move you up to 20%.
Okay.
Hello.
Look at Keith Gavin's sitting on the porch. Hey, Keith Gavin's Michael Stanley, our buddy. We shot some stuff with him this weekend. Most of his scenes, he killed it. His son gets a cameo in the movie, which is awesome. And
excited.
You're like about 200 yards that way from me right now. So I'm gonna need you to come over here and sit in this cheesecake real quick.
You got to put pants on first.
Oh no, I'm not gonna do that.
Okay, well,
because before the show started, we were talking about, there's got to be sitting on cheesecake porn, like somebody just slowly sitting on cheesecake. I mean, there's got to be a market for that.
$10 and I'll do it.
I mean, $10 is that's a little overpriced.
The cheesecake costs 12.
Don't underprice yourself.
What's weird is, let's talk about this pricing right now. The weird price of things. I bought this cheesecake for $4.99 at Food City. Now this morning, I bought a tub of pineapples and a tub of blueberries and strawberries mixed together. It was $33.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, but a cheesecake, $5.
Wow.
So, oh snap! What? Look at that, Roxy. Sorry, Roxy, I decided to go shirtless.
Oh, well, you should charge.
Now we've got this weekend we filmed with Keith, and last weekend we filmed out with you, Roxy, and I've got some serious questions about where you live.
Why?
Is there really only one way in and out of that mountain? Is there like another? Okay, because it seemed like there was only one road in, and once you got in, they like fenced it off, and you were stuck, and the banjo started playing.
What a great place to film.
Yeah, it was fantastic out there. Don't get me wrong. I was like,
I'm not saying the house. I'm saying the area, banjos, woods, and.
Well, there was some I was driving the Jeep and I didn't get to see anything, but Tracy and Amber the whole way there was like, look at that weird rock. That house is built into that cliff. That's, there's some really weird stuff out that way.
I love it up here.
We wanted to. There was like probably a 20-foot by like roundish rock that was flat on the top with grass growing on it that we all wanted to climb up and, moon the neighbors, and we didn't do that though.
No.
Well, there's all kinds.
I said play King of the Mountain, but.
And you've got that fantastically weird convenience store right at the corner where a Monster Energy drink is $17. Does anybody actually shop there?
Yes, I see cars all the time, but I will not go in.
Yeah, there was, and the only other person we saw there was like this weird dude with a Vespa that had a milk crate strapped to the front of it, and we think it was a chick.
Only in Saudi.
It was a chick.
Oh yeah, there was a dude that looked like
Saudi
Santa
baby.
Claus. Yeah, there's a chick that or a dude that looked like Santa Claus just standing like 2 feet into the road, just looking down at us, and we're like, we're about to die. What's going on
Crazy.
here?
Y'all didn't even tell me about all this.
The hills
Well,
have
it was on after we left. It was on the way out.
Oh, okay. So
I
what's
smoke
everybody
cigarette.
up to? What are we talking about?
We're just talking about whatever comes to our mind because we think me and Vinnie used to do a podcast called God Makes Beautiful Things, and it got up to 30,000 views every time we did a podcast, and we did about one every 2 weeks, and we were getting 30,000 views, but mostly because we were making fun of AJ Gann and and other, we were pretty stiff, but we had a pretty good following, and we're trying to get a little bit back into that, but like we did, then me and Vinny did a paranormal show for about a year, and there's really only so much you can talk about every Wednesday night for an hour about paranormal stuff. So what we wanted to do is kind of let everybody get to know the cast of the movies and the crew, and let us know as people, so you kind of like us, or when if you watch The Hike, you'll notice you if you've seen it, if you've legally downloaded it, like about 90,000 people have before it makes its debut on Amazon Prime later this week. You will notice Keith
really?
Gavin's. It's supposed to. It could be on right now. It's supposed to pop up any minute now.
So you did
Hell
really
yeah.
happen?
That hasn't been kicked. The first 4 times Funk put it in, it got kicked back for just the dumbest things. Like there was a word you can't say, or like the subtitles were too long. And then there was he put a drinking game as a joke at the end of the movie, and that was a call to action. You're not allowed to do that, but he said usually they found those within 4 days, and our agent went through the movie with a crew of people and just like fine-tooth combed it to get it where it needed to be, and he put it back in 2-3 weeks ago, and it should pop up anytime.
Oh, fantastic, man. That's great.
Yeah, that's awesome. I'm excited.
Unfortunately, 90,000 people have already seen it.
Yeah, at least a whole lot of other people who haven't seen it yet.
Yeah. Well, Keith Gavin shows up about you have 3 different roles in that movie.
2.
Isn't it? 2? I thought you had 3.
2. No, I was Bestiality, and I was
the award-winning Bestiality.
The award-winning Bestiality.
Yes. And you were the Elvis impersonator that definitely was not Lou Vudo.
Was not.
Definitely was not Lou Vudo.
What is that championship you have, Keith?
Total Psychopathic Tag Team Champion.
Awesome. I don't think I've ever been to that show.
You should come. It's pretty awesome.
I did commentary for it Saturday night. Was it Saturday night? And it's a death match. It's hardcore death match and then regular wrestling things. And I saw a match between 3 dudes. And one was Mr. Grimm, who I love Mr. Grimm.
It was Mr. Grimm, Beastman, and Herzog.
And I could not be more impressed with this guy Herzog. That guy was awesome. And well, I was joking around that he was like the great grandson of former Angels, California Angels manager Whitey Herzog, but I mean that dude could probably kick the shit out of me, so I didn't want to say too much when that comment comes. Now, Sheena, there's a belt over here. I don't know if you can see it that you might recognize, and it's the Great American Wrestling Heavyweight Championship belt.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of where we met you, was at Great American Wrestling. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that was a great building, though. I loved the building.
Well, if I could just get people to cooperate, like you and you were one of the highlights of that show. Jason Max was one of the highlights of that show, and Tim Smiley came to his own in that, and we all love Tim Smiley. He's actually going to be in WJCAM.
Oh yeah,
Hack's here.
And there's Hack. Hack here runs Total Psychopathic Wrestling. He's also one of our on-site producers, and he does a lot of behind the scenes stuff as well. I wanted to get some demon horns for the next movie.
Hey, you can't take the gimmick.
And then you used them as your gimmick for the match, you stupid ass.
So Hack, Roxy challenged me to a singles match at TPW.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm trying to get wrestling against men, but everybody wants to put me against the green girls.
No, you. If you
I understand that.
Hey, we can make that shit happen.
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah, you had very awesome character. What was her name? Becky. I can't remember. The plays like a teenage girl, like, kind of horror-ish.
Oh, Charlie Cruel.
Charlie Cruel. I really enjoyed her character. But
it's awesome.
Yeah, I would definitely go see Roxy versus Keith Gavins. That would be a match that I would definitely dig.
I would love to see a girl beat up Keith Gavins.
Oh yeah.
I'm in.
Yeah, you're going over. Don't.
For sure.
Now Hack was very involved in Great American Wrestling, and I didn't even know it.
Apparently, I was hiding in the background, man.
Apparently, every storyline that Troy Lowe gave me was given to him by Hack.
Yes, so many, man. Wherever the hell Troy is, yeah, you're welcome.
And the end of Great American Wrestling came when King Shane told me that nobody wanted to see two short guys in the ring wrestle. He said because I had Tim Smiley versus Christian Lotus, who are both taller than King Shane, who I had in the main event, against Eric Adams, who was also shorter than Christian Lotus.
I love me some Eric Adams, though.
I do. That guy's Eric Adams was a quality guy, but I looked at King Shane. I was like, "Excuse me, little fella, what did you say?"
Man,
you look at everybody like that, though.
Now, Christian Lotus, I had a damn good match with him, and unfortunately, it was not recorded. And that's like the story of my pro wrestling career. Yeah. Some of my best matches are not recorded.
I remember that match; it was fantastic. And
you were there, really?
Yeah.
I don't remember. It's been so long ago, man.
Yeah, but no, there was always a snafu at different things. But yeah, I mean, Christian Lotus was the kind of guy. I'm sorry, ladies in the top left, to talk about wrestling. I know it's not a thing of yours, but Christian Lotus is. I used to call him the Shawn Michaels of East Tennessee, because that dude could get over by putting you over.
Oh, Lotus is the man. I always love Lotus.
Yeah. I like how Hack looks like you look like a Talking Heads video.
Yeah, man.
You say now you may ask
5,000 leagues below sea level.
Yeah. Now you may ask yourself, how did Hack get here?
I got a shirt.
Am I the only person that does Talking Heads humor?
Use your rechargeable battery.
Yeah.
Yeah, recharge your battery, son.
I do look like a.
Oh, did you hear that? Rechargeable battery.
I do look like a Talking Head. Sorry. Yeah.
No.
Sorry.
Now, how's Ray's
pants on today, Hack?
Hack.
Sort of.
We look just alike.
Sort of. Well, I keep fixing the camera gimmick. I'm like, is this thing falling down? No, it's too hot.
I'll let you know.
This is so cool. You've met Luke and Amber and Tracy. They were here filming. You remember them? Did you even come out that day?
No.
No, I only met one of the guys. In his games. 13.
So next weekend, or this upcoming weekend, I have no idea what we're filming, but I know we're filming Tracy's death scene.
Spoiler alert.
Well, everybody dies. It's a big and funky movie. Nobody lives through big and funky movies. Everybody dies in our movies. I don't know if people know this.
And I'm waiting for that to be filmed so I can go get my hair cut.
Yeah. Everybody dies. Nobody makes it out alive in our movies, ever. I think the only person that...
I mean, Travis got stabbed like 400 times in the last one, didn't he?
Yeah.
Dude,
that was amazing.
I marked out so hard when Vinny he played it twice. So it was like, she's Candy, who will be with us next week, stabbed Travis I was like, just go mean, stab him like 50 times, and then Vinny cuts away to the blood spattering on the tree, and then cuts back with the same footage 50 more times. I was like, yes.
And then he's still alive.
It went on forever, and at the premiere, I'm sitting beside Travis, and I'm sorry, Travis, about all my enthusiasm, but I just started cheering. I was like, yes, and it just kept going. I was like, this is amazing. Like, shank him.
Well,
we're strong though.
We do
look strong.
Yeah, we do weird things with the movie because we know we're telling 6 movies. So, like, one of the things that some of the horror enthusiasts that have watched The Hike thought was there wasn't enough blood and gore. Well, it's going to escalate. The next movie there will be a little more. And what we filmed at Michael or Keith Gavin's house was some disturbing shit.
Oh, dude, yeah. I'm excited to see the feedback on that.
Yeah, and then the next movie is going to get even gorier, and the comedy is gone out of the next movie. Then we're going to pull it back and do a complete straight up slapstick comedy movie, and then start it again. So it's like we don't want to, it's like, Hack, you write a wrestling show. You don't put everybody on the show every time. No, they lose their attraction. They lose their appeal.
Mhm.
Unless you're Keith Gavin.
Unless you're Keith Gavin. No, they're oversaturated. They lose their attraction.
Yeah, but that's how you do a bunch. When you're doing 6 movies, you can't blow your load in every movie. Ew. I only blew my load twice in the Hike. I'll let you know. I won't let you know where.
You just have to look for it, right?
You just have to look for it, but I make a very distinct face. All right.
There's the Easter egg for the Hike.
Yeah. Well, you know what the greatest thing, and Travis is such a trooper. Travis is the best. He's a wrestler mentality through and through. He loves to humiliate himself. He'll do anything that we ask him to do, but also we won't ask him to do things that we won't do. But there's the scene where Candy's taking off her shirt and her bra and everything, and then Vinny jumps in front of the camera topless. We also filmed a scene where Travis was whacking it, where he was like unzipping his pants. I'm like, ooh.
Why did we make the cut?
That's going to be a bonus feature because we also filmed a scene where we're tracking Candy and Travis, and I step in shit, and it ends up being Scott's. So it's just, but I'm all tactical about it. I'm like, this way, come here. And Travis sneaks up. What's up? I just stepped in shit. But I just wanted the line in the movie. I just stepped in shit.
Gosh.
But we got lines in that movie that I couldn't, that I just dreamed to get in there. Like, that can't be the same dick.
That was amazing.
That was funny as fuck. It's a big red dick.
This can't be the same red dick.
And I tell you, I never thought, I don't know everybody's relationship with their fathers. I have a weird one with mine, but I played basketball, I pro wrestled, I play music. He's never gone to anything I've ever done. And I've done all that since I was 12. Mm-hmm. And he went to see the movie. And when the big red dick showed up, that man fell out of his chair laughing, and I was like,
the loudest laugher in the it's awesome.
To the point where I was embarrassed. I was like, dude, knock it off. You're the only one here not stoned. And like I think I said last week, I did get a chance to watch The Hike in an altered state of up in Chicago, and it's a great movie that way too. So either way you want to watch it, or both ways.
Both ways.
Yeah.
You ever
Kinda
watch
like-
The Hike on weed, man?
kind of like the first Ace Ventura movie. The first Ace Ventura movie, you watch it regular and you're like, that's friggin' hilarious. You watch it a little other way, you're like, why is his landlord a loser? There's no point in that. And I know Roxy is a clean-cut Christian lady that would never do these things and is embarrassed by our just totally off-the-wall conversation of these things.
No, I'm fine. All good. I mean, I'm playing a demon in the movie. I mean, I can't.
And Tracy is contacting our lawyer.
I mean, I can. You think it's necessary?
And Amber is looking at her watch going, it's Wednesday. I can make it to church.
I've already missed it. It's
I don't
too
believe
late.
in drinking either.
It's your fault.
Right.
Get that up. Sorry. But I need that. Sorry.
Now that after the show, after the podcast last week, we dropped the teaser trailer for WJHC, and that thing was, I thought that thing worked out really cool. That was easy and difficult to film because from where we had to film it behind the microphone, there was about a 6-inch spot to put the camera. And then when Vinnie edited it, he showed me a version of it where it was too far away. I was like, I don't like seeing everybody's, I think we should see them from here down. We shouldn't see the whole scene. And he said it took like 2 days to make sure that the microphone didn't move. Like from shot to shot, because the microphone stays steady through the whole thing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And these are little things you never think about in making trailers, movies, TV shows, and the meticulousness of having to keep a microphone in the middle of the camera for just a 45-second spot where you're flipping and people getting up, saying the same thing. I tried to give different lighting to everybody. But when me and Mikey were watching it afterwards, my son, we actually jumped at the end. It was like when something breaks and he's like, damn it, or whatever he does. We actually were like, holy shit.
What was that?
Yeah. If I knew how to, if I can't do it on this, somebody else might be able to, but we could drop that trailer in here and watch it, but I don't think
Don't know how.
none of us are smart.
I don't know if I can do
Pretty
that.
smart, but I just don't know how. Vinny did not go over that in the quick and dirty training that he gave me on this platform.
Quick and dirty. That's how Funk likes it.
And he wasn't wearing a shirt.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Keith's gone.
oh, yep.
It's
I
where-
can pull it up on my phone and play it like this.
No, we won't
Oh,
do
no.
that. Now,
You're like, nah.
Hey, whoa, easy.
I like that when we were out at Roxy's house. There's Keith. When we're out at Roxy's house, we're trying to be respectful of everything, and we're trying to be respectful of everything and have a great environment. And then I was sitting down looking as we're setting up a whole lighting studio and everything, and with diffusers and reflectors in her bedroom, and I'm like, man, her boyfriend's gonna kick the shit out of us for the other room.
No, y'all learn really quick too. He's not that way.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, he was when he said, "Yeah, it'd be a loss if he didn't film her butt." I was like, okay. He
wants me to start a OnlyFans page. He said, "Hell, vacuum the house in your underwear. Let's make some money."
that would sit in cheesecake.
Yeah, food and cheesecake.
Apparently, Luke will pay top dollar for sat on cheesecake.
For sat on cheesecake. That's my new thing now.
He said $10 was too expensive.
$10 too much. I'll go $5 for slowly sitting in cheesecake.
Have you gone to the
Sitting.
Cheesecake Factory, man? That Cheesecake Factory is a fucking amazing. You know how much money I spend there? Like, it'd have to be way more for me to sit on my cheesecake, man, because I spend top dollar for that shit. There's drugs in it or something. Like, DoorDash, they already know when I call DoorDash. They're like, all right, Hack, we're going to the Cheesecake Factory. I'm like, good, thanks. Hang up. Like,
They stole our.
See, but their
that
food is
damn.
really nasty. I don't like their food, but their cheesecake is fantastic.
Their cheesecake and their tots, their stuffed tots,
Their
are
bread.
good. Everything else is bad, but that
No,
cake
screw-
is amazing. That's all I want is the cake there. They can keep the rest of that shit.
Screw that place. We had a great assistant manager at work, and he went over there to be the general manager. So I'm mad at that place. We lost him to the Cheesecake Factory.
I can't hate on that cake, man. It's good.
Now, Roxy living out in the middle of absolute, like just where they filmed Deliverance. She doesn't know these fancy things like cheesecake factories. And
No, never been to one.
Oh my god, you gotta have.
you're
that
missing
stuff.
out. Yeah.
Like, where is it at?
Cheesecake that Luke wants you to
it's
sit
in
in.
Knoxville.
I'll post links in the comments for all of this.
Right?
Have you been to the Token in Knoxville?
Yes.
I love that place.
Now, I went to a place when I was a young man, probably about 15 or 16. That was in Anaheim. No, it was in Los Angeles. And I ordered, it was a spaghetti. It wasn't the Spaghetti Warehouse, but it was something similar to that. But it was like a exotic, real Italian, and California food's terrible anyway. But I was like, all right, I want some spaghetti and meatballs. And they had all these different meatballs on it. One was called the bull balls. Turns out they were actual bull balls.
Oh,
Only you.
this ain't just a gimmick name. This is for real.
Yeah, that's what they came out, and there was this thing sitting on top of my spaghetti, and I was like, what the fuck is that? He goes, it's a bull's testicle. I was like, what do you want me to do with it?
You should have been like, joke's on you. I've already ate balls.
Yeah, do I throw it at the table next to us? Do I walk around with it hanging out of my pants like, I got bull balls? But I ate it. It was actually pretty good.
Oh, I knew that was coming.
No.
Well, yeah, I was like, okay.
It's pretty good. And when I was in
There's that Easter egg.
yeah, went up to
It's
Eggs.
gross.
Easter eggs.
No.
went up
That was
to
the second time he blew his load.
yeah, that was it. No, I went up to South Dakota one time and had Rocky Mountain oysters, and that's sheep testicles, and they freaking good. I hate to say it.
Weird, man.
It's weird. It's weird, but well, people been eating them anteater things. And that's how I thought we got COVID.
Yeah, man. I can't say nothing, man. I eat so much weird shit. You wouldn't believe the things I ate.
Have you
I just
tried
ate one of these
Vegemite?
cicadas. I just filmed a promo and I ate a cicada.
Oh yeah, people used to do that in Chicago all the time. They just, if they're one line on the shoulder, just be like, just to mess with other people, just be like,
Hi, Mikey.
is that the Duke behind me?
Yeah. I was holding up Richard like some.
He doesn't have Necco wafers.
Damn it, God, give me a Necco.
So
So I have a friend in Australia that sent me Vegemite to eat.
Vegemite's
And
gross.
Basically, it's beef bouillon. It's beef
Yeah.
bouillon in a tube, and they literally eat it on toast with butter, and they call it butter on toast every day for breakfast, and it's crazy.
How?
Vegemite.
Well, it literally is like taking beef bouillon and like.
That's like so much salt.
Vegemite, made famous by the Men at Work song.
Yeah.
Had me a Vegemite sandwich.
Yeah.
And I told
Disgusting.
him about the podcast tonight. And he said that if you mention Vegemite, I'm going to send you $1 million.
Oh,
And I
Oh,
said, okay. I was like, okay, that's fine. Well, how are you going to send that to me? You don't have $1 million. He says, yeah, I do. I have it in Jamaican money or some kind of some kind of random currency. So,
it's like
I'm gonna get-
Cuban. It's worth like 30 cents.
Right.
it's an inheritance,
Right.
man. Now you got to go to Western Union and send them some money, and then they'll send you some.
All for you to put it in a
Right.
frame and hang it up on your wall.
Yeah.
Right. I want to share all of my $1 million with all y'all now.
Hey, I need it.
And
I need
Why
that.
is,
Yes.
Well, I used to date a girl we called Vag of Might.
So how far in the movie?
Mikey laughed. The only person that laughed at that was Mikey. Damn it.
We only have my thing left. I don't know. How much do we have left, Luke?
Oh, Vinnie said
I think we're about
like
3/4 of the way through.
Yeah. I think all that has to happen really is all of us need to die.
Yeah.
I mean, I already killed my family, so.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Don't tell nobody.
Kill everybody dies. If I say anybody's in the movie, they die. Everybody dies.
Everybody. Spoiler alert.
Even if you don't see them die, they're done. Everybody dies.
Have you ever seen that movie Shoot 'Em Up, where everybody dies?
R.I.P. Travis.
And
the
dude gets a carrot impaled into his eye. It's pretty cool.
Oh, I don't.
Like Final
You guys,
Reservoir Dogs.
You guys are gonna be off with me for about 2.1 minutes. I'll be back.
Oh gosh, what are we gonna do without our spokesperson?
I'm so glad he swung his butt out of the camera before he walked away.
I feel like that was fully intentional.
What was it?
What movie was that? He's like, do I give you the crotch or do I give you the ass? When I
That
walk
was Fight Club when he said,
There you
question
go.
of etiquette. Do I give you the crotch or the ass?
Not
I
supposed to
know
talk
because I
about
asked
Fight
people
Club.
that at the movie theater. And it was Gavin's here who said, give me the crotch. Like he was
Give me the crotch. Always.
There we go. Entertain them with wops.
So, I mean, should we...
I don't know how long I'll have before my phone dies because I've been on the phone all day willing and dealing, and I had 0 battery left, and I had to hang up on somebody and jump on here. So if I just disappear, I'm so sorry, everyone.
It's cool.
I'll be back Wednesday.
It's not the rapture, right?
Yeah, it's not the rapture. Brother Rufus is okay.
Now, again, in a hopefully within the next week, it could be now, it could be in the next week, you will be able to see the hike on Amazon Prime. Now, if you're not a member of Amazon Prime, what country do you live in? Because everybody's a member of Amazon Prime, right? And I believe this is going to be a free with Prime movie. Now, Amazon Prime used to be real easy. You could just record something and upload it yourself and put it on there. But they have changed their standards so freaking much that it's about impossible to get onto Amazon Prime. So we are going to, this is actually a momentous thing, after some of the bigger streaming services turned us down, like Netflix, you have to, in Netflix, if you don't use a $90,000 camera, that will probably be, people have started movies with what's called a RED. They're really expensive cameras. And by the time they're done filming their movie, Netflix has changed their specifications so that you can't use that camera anymore. So that movie is now was invalid. So like they're really trying to push out independent filmmakers out of Hollywood, because Hollywood's losing so much money on their blockbusters. So independent filmmaking is even becoming studios, but they change the deal every week. And, even when Amazon jumped on that boat of changing the specifications, everything that hurt. I think the last place we would have been able to look is Shudder, I think Shudder would have been a better fit anyway, but not as many people have Shudder.
I have Shudder. I love Shudder.
Yeah. And then the last option was on the Total Psychopathic Wrestling Roku channel.
Yeah.
Which is free, by the way.
It is.
And
buy the merch. And hey, Roxy, let Hack make you some merch, and he'll make you money selling merch for you. This dude's got some kind of magic merchandise touch.
I need a website. Is what I need.
Well, Ray said OnlyFans would do.
Yeah, there you go. OnlyFans for merch.
No. Man,
Yeah,
I really did look into that. Like, truthfully, they take out 40% of what you make. Then you have to pay 1099s after that. So it's like you're getting taxed twice. With all that.
Man, that's like the pimp of all pimps.
Yeah, anything, even if you optimize a YouTube video, that you're gonna have to pay taxes on that and everything else. But as far as marketing goes, you holler at me, and I can get you the A to Z. And even if we have to jump through some hoops, I can find that market. We can get to it.
Hey, Michael Leach just sent me a message because none of us are actually monitoring the live comments on YouTube, I don't think.
You are constantly talking. I can't even tell you.
Okay, we'll go to...
That's Luke.
But I'm not talking right now. You're yelling at me again.
Nick Nasty said, if Luke ain't naked, we riot.
Well, what are you going to do? No, he asked if the hike will be on DVD. We don't know. Because DVD's kind of a dead format, but a lot of people that like horror movies and horror comedy movies love DVDs.
Yes.
I'd put it on VHS if we could. That to me, VHS is the format for the hike. But yeah, we're going to try. We have a sales agent that this will all depend on the strength of how it does on the network. On Amazon. So if it does well, they'll sell it. Amazon might even print them themselves and take 98%.
Now, Luke, with the hike getting on Amazon Prime, does that kind of give us a leg up for WJHC to get on Prime?
Not for WJHC. What we're really shooting for, WJHC, if the hike makes it to Amazon Prime, WJHC will also make it to Amazon Prime. This movie is going to look way better than the hike. We made some mistakes with resolution. I shot in 60 frames a second for the first half of the movie like an asshole because, we're TV makers. We're not, we're reality TV makers. We're making a movie. And we hear, man, okay, you can do 24 frames a second or 60 frames a second. Well, 60, hell yeah, let's do that. And that 60 frames a second looks like old home movie it looks too real, and they don't take 60K or 60 frames a second because nobody has a 60 frame per second TV really, and it's just all sorts of dumb shit like that. And then some of the footage we transferred on YouTube, and YouTube compresses down to 720, and we made mistakes, but on this one it's all going direct to from camera to Vinnie. So it's going to look great. It's going to look way better. The sound is going to be way better because most of this is filmed indoors. Outdoor filming in this area was a bitch because it's like in these mountains, if a motorcycle drives by 8 miles away, you freaking hear it. If an airplane is landing in Knoxville, you hear it in the
Yeah, I remember that day you heard the car and I didn't hear it at all.
Yeah, it's just with the microphones and stuff that we have, and we were trying to work with handheld or with placing mics and using little. Everybody's just stretching out, and Tracy just took her pants off.
I had to shimmy my shorts back down. They were riding up.
Ladies.
Sorry.
All right, hit me with some comments there. Hit us with some comments. We'll let everybody answer.
Well, Michael Leach says, hey guys, to Keith and Big Luke and Roxy, but apparently I'm not good enough, and neither is Amber to get a hello from Michael Leach. But
well, we know Michael Leach.
Still.
Oh, my brother's on there. He's saying, hey, he's Wes Foster.
Ah, hello, brother. And then
what's up, brother?
Hello, Suyash.
High five.
Andy's on there. Go easy.
Yeah.
Oh, and one of my friends from work, she's watching, and she said the naked man's making me uncomfortable.
That's what I do best.
It is one of your special skills.
My life evolves around making everybody uncomfortable. Wait a minute, is the naked man me or Mikey? Mikey, you got clothes on?
What?
The cat was naked.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
This.
Not anymore.
So I've got this Doge dog, and it literally has a butthole.
What the what?
The stuffed animal. The stuffed animal has a butthole.
That doesn't look like a butthole.
That's
It's
amazing.
well, it had another thing, and somebody apparently decided to unstitch the chocolate starfish.
We don't want to talk about what we did with the butthole, Luke.
Yeah. Well,
My birthday is on the 6th. I'll be expecting one of those.
It's a secret pocket.
all right, question for the fellas. What was the first inanimate object you made love to as a child?
What the
That dog Luke was holding.
No, Luke, no. There's like a line, and that's we're gonna ask a question. Hang on.
Oh, she's
turning
her
on.
game. She's like, I'm
she's-
gonna make it professional now.
She's calling the police. She's
Gracious.
she's calling the police. Who's got a bird? No, that's Michael out there outside. I bet you we can hear the same bird if I open my.
Tweet, motherfucker.
Now, what people don't know about Keith Gavins is his house is a literal zoo, and it's hilarious. He's got this adorable little kitty cat. He's got this dog that's just loves everybody, and then he's got a dog that is a nightmare that will clean out will tongue kiss you, and then rape you, and then lay on your lap, and then he's got goats.
Yeah.
And my favorite thing to do is sit out on the porch, and I'll forget that there's goats, and then just man, like, and I'm really hoping to know. There's like 2 or 3 rental cabins in our area, and they, Friday, Saturday nights they get loud and obnoxious, and I'm like, I hope at 5 a.m. when they're trying to sleep, all I hear is meh, meh.
All right.
No,
They wake me up every morning.
For everybody, if you could relive one moment of your life, which would you choose?
oh, you don't want me. You don't want Big Luke answering that question. Because there was this time there used to be a hot tub like right where I was sitting, and
One time in band
It does
camp.
that uncomfortable thing again.
Roxy, you have the perfect location for some goats. Is that something like we're thinking of goats? Are you thinking goats now?
No, there's a lot of horses around here, not goats.
Yeah, but goats are so cool. Did you a year ago when Michael got the goats? One of them decided to ride a skateboard down the street. Next thing you know, it's like on the news.
Yeah, he was on the news. Yeah. Cool.
Oh my goodness.
So
I
I mean,
on a skateboard.
that goat is every bit as famous as Big and Funky Productions.
So, anybody going to answer the question?
Dude, you don't want me answering that question.
I'll answer it. What was it?
If you could relive any moment in your life, what would you choose?
Probably the first time I wrestled, or when my son was born too. But
no, you would go back and try to re-wrestle Hood Rich and try to get it right this time.
Yeah, right.
Oh.
As a heel, not a baby face. I am not a baby face. Fuck that.
Oh man, like all the experiences I had, there's too many good ones. It's like if you ask me which kid do I love the most, like,
Mikey.
I can't. I don't know how to answer that.
No, he's got another one.
There's so many.
Amber?
Oh no.
Amber's like, when I found Jesus,
I would probably
when I found the Lord.
When I stopped wearing denim skirts full time.
Wait, what?
That's when you lost. That's when she lost the. That's when she lost the Lord.
Okay, so most people don't know I grew up very, very conservatively, but I learned how to swim in a denim skirt with milk jugs as my float.
Is that what you call them?
And
is that what you call them?
Yeah,
it is an apt description when you're breastfeeding. I'm just saying.
No, but my brothers and I, we couldn't swim together unless we were fully clothed because we couldn't mix bathed with each other. And so they would be fully clothed in their jeans and their shirt, and I would be in my full-length denim skirt and my shirt to my neck. And you know what? I'm a really good swimmer because I did not drown.
That's abuse.
In that damn denim skirt.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
I would go back and experience the sheer happiness of the moment that I learned how to do this.
What about this?
How did you do that again? Sorry.
2 hands.
1 tweet.
I just watched that.
I was a lifeguard at an indoor wave pool, and there's this kid at school. There was this kid at school that could make music. You like boop, 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 and I was so jealous of this kid. And he could also anyway. So I'm sitting up on the lifeguard stand for like a week, just going, I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. Eventually, there's about 10 people in my general area. It's quiet, and all they must hear from my lifeguard stand is this. Yes!
Hey, Hack. If you ever turn me babyface, my gimmick is that I'm an indoor wave pool lifeguard.
Yes, it is.
In Bolingbrook, Illinois. All right,
how the fuck is that even a job?
Roxy, your moment is when this podcast started, you wouldn't have logged in, right?
Yeah. I don't know. No, this is awesome. I don't know what my mom. I mean, I've got so many good and bad. I mean, like the first thing that come to mind was when I got into a legitimate fight with some dude coming down on drugs in the middle of the Walmart parking lot.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's such a long story, but the best moment was he slung me down by my hair, okay, like a pussy would. And I kept dodging. I was looking up and he had this big old belt buckle. And this is too stupid to make up, I swear. The belt buckle was this big. And it was just like in the movies, I swear. I reached up, I grabbed the belt buckle, and I punched at the same time. Just like in the blood just went.
Just high noodling. Michael would go back to Hogg's Tavern when this local wrestler who was the toughest guy on the block was talking a bunch of shit, and Michael knocked him out in 3 seconds. Not going to say whose his name was.
No, the guy in front of Puckers, I hit so hard I broke his leg.
Hit him in the face. The dude's leg broke.
Yeah, he tried so hard his leg broke.
I tried to explain to people. I was like, look, you don't understand. Michael's a legit badass.
Another one?
Like you don't.
Huh.
Sorry. Hi, Tony.
Hey, Gavin's broke my orbital bone right here. Yeah.
Oh,
I'm not unsafe, I promise.
So where's he at? Right here? This fucker has a hell of a punch, man. Damn. And we were having fun, and I was like, damn, do I owe you money? I thought I gave you fucking 20, dog.
Well, he was wrestling against 3 goofs this weekend and got mad at one of them and just waylaid him right in the middle of the skull.
Oh my God. Oh, yeah, man.
Dude wasn't right. Dude wasn't right. The rest was like...
No, he come in the back and he was asleep, and he's like, I was like, I already know what happened. Set him in the fucking chair.
Let's straighten this out. It was an accident. Okay, I didn't intentionally punch him in the head.
I got that same spill when he broke my eye. He was like, that was an accident.
Trace, you ever knock anybody out?
Kind of, almost.
We kind of knocked somebody out.
Took a Tylenol, went to bed.
Like, sort of. Not really.
No.
No.
No. Amber never has. We know this.
She might have.
No, I
did beat
my denim skirt. I did beat my brother once. My brother
Brothers don't
me
count.
one time, and I did a center block in my backpack, and I did beat the shit out of him. But I do have a really interesting story. So we lived in Germany for a while, and we would go across the border to the Czech Republic to this outdoor flea market, but it was very like underground. They sold fake Gucci, fake Louis Vuitton.
They're made with Jews. What are you doing over in Germany by the flea market, underground flea market? You're like lampshade Jews made out of their teeth that they pulled. What are you doing?
It was. Listen, my husband is a Schultz, so he's full German. So there's that. Oh. Anyway, so they would take you into this back room and lock you in and show you their good stuff. And like I swear, it was like you're about to be like picked up off of and sold in the black market.
This is Hostel Part 2, right?
You want to see the good stuff? Yeah, pretty much.
This was Hostel Part 2. Did you have to cut off somebody's penis to get out?
I did actually.
just walk.
Kids.
Yeah, walk out, hand it to somebody, he'll die.
Sounds like Jigsaw.
What was really fun was taking my in-laws whenever they came to visit. They are still very conservative, and Europe does not have any modesty in comparison to the United States, and there's just nudity everywhere. And like you would walk by, and there would just be a pig with a massive dick just sitting on the counter, or a girl on a towel with her tits and her pussy just laying out. It was like the craziest thing.
Hey, take it easy over there. Jesus Christ, rated R. What is going on?
Let her finish. Luke is getting turned on.
Hack's almost done.
I was just about to blow the load.
And Amber's turning every shade of pink.
So, to me right now.
Tracy, what's the one thing you'd go back to?
Yes, Tracy, your turn.
Nerd. No, I would go back to the Libertarian Party meeting that I went to.
I would love to relive the first hour of each one of my children's lives. That's skin cuddling.
Gavin's inside.
Yes.
What is
how many children do you have?
I have
you totally ruined Tracy's story. What the hell is Keith?
Your son's here.
He's Is he wearing a shirt?
Yeah.
Okay. That's all that matters.
Hello.
Jesus Christ. Hey, stand next to my son so everybody can see how tall he is.
I dashed over here.
Kid's 13.
13.62.
It's part Sasquatch.
Yep.
So the first hour of your kid's birth, okay.
Yeah, the first hour of each one of my kids' their lives, yeah. Not while they're being pushed out, but like afterwards.
No.
My daughter without, but like the hour afterwards.
When my daughter was born, I was like holding a hand over so I didn't look or anything. Because I was like, I don't want to see this. And then the nurse goes, "Oh, look, she's got hair." And I was like, "Oh, she's got hair." Oh, wait a minute. What am I doing?
Wait, so you're saying the storks don't bring the babies?
No.
We're going to have a talk.
I'm learning.
I'm sorry your son looks so much like Vinnie Vineyard. I apologize about that. He's not the only one.
He came out with a goatee, I'd have been worried.
Just an afro and a goatee. Yeah. All right, guys, let's wrap this up. Who's got something to promote? Roxy, promote something.
Me.
June 27th, I have my custom shoot, my second one. Email me at Roxanne_Lane@yahoo.com.
All right, and also talk to Hack off there, Tony Covington, and get booked because you would have a great time at Total Psychopathic.
Definitely.
All right. Hack, you got something to throw?
Yes, I do. The Screen Chamber, June 4th and 5th. Come hang out with me. I'm going to be a special guest there. June 4th and 5th at the Scream Chamber, Scream Fest 21. You come see me. I'll tell you all about WJHCAM, the hike, and everything else, and some other cool shit. Buy some T-shirts and some stickers because I really need to sell some. And then June 12th, Total Psychopathic Wrestling. June 18th in Detroit City at Horror Slam. I'll be there again. And then at the end of June, I will be in Texas filming Tapeworm Z for Slash and Chill and all kinds of other shit. But this coming weekend is the first shit. So, yeah, come out to the Scream Chamber, Scream Fest, and come hang out with me. I'll put you on TV if you bring me beer.
And Hex Horror Show is on Asai TV. Apply to that. Look for Hex Horror Show. Plenty of blood, guts, and tits.
Oh, yeah.
And that's on Roku and also Total Psychopathic Wrestling's Roku channel.
Yes, please.
Keith, what do you got, buddy?
June 5th, ICWA. I will be there. I will also be there June 12th at Total Psychopathic Wrestling. I've got a few other bookings as well. But nothing much to that. Other than that, just add me on Facebook, Keith Gavins, Twitter, Keith Gavins AOS, and Instagram, I believe, is the same. So
you can find me on AOL and Yahoo Messenger.
My
Tracy,
I'll
got anything?
on my top 5.
You find him at Bacon Balls.
Go on Amazon Prime and see if The Hike is on there.
That's a pretty good idea.
Watch it because it's awesome and you'll get to see Bestiality the Wrestler.
Yeah.
Award-winning.
And some nearly award-winning nudity. Which
Yes.
I'm not even sure whose nudity it was, and I don't want to know really.
I just mount hack. That's it.
Yeah.
Go to the GoFundMe page for Big and Funky and WJHC and donate because yay money. And
yes, because all the money we raised went to blood and makeup.
Yeah. Which we needed a lot of blood.
And a lot of makeup.
Yes.
For Vinny's nude scene. I wish I was kidding.
I'm glad you're not. Man, I'm excited.
He's way too excited about all this.
He's like, I'm going to be naked. I'm not going to wear a modesty pouch. No. That's for losers. And I'm like,
is a modesty pouch just a sock?
Pretty much,
yeah.
It's
a banana hammock. It's all it is.
I've read about them.
That was Hack's inanimate object, so.
Amber, you got anything?
Make sure that you like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Yeah. Am I talking?
No, you're good. Yeah.
And like Tracy said, go to our GoFundMe page and donate. You get fun, nifty prizes. The more you donate, the more you get. And your help is greatly, greatly appreciated. And support these awesome people on the bottom with their shows and the things that they have going on too.
All right, and pay attention to all of our Facebook pages. Tony Covington, Tracy, do you want to give your Facebook page?
Huh?
Yes.
Yes, Tisdale.
Okay. Amber.
Fancy.
Amber Schultz. Roxy, you want to give your page?
Amber Schultz.
Yeah, my page is Amber Schultz. No, it's Roxanne Lane.
Roxanne Lane. And then I am Luke Walker. Look for Big Luke, a big handsome guy that is much thinner than he is right now. And Keith Gavins, also known as Michael Stanley, with a D. And as soon as we find out when The Hike is on Amazon Prime, we're going to share the shit out of it. So you're going to want to see it when it comes out. If it's out before the next podcast next week, tell all your friends, make sure everybody watches it. And then tell them to make sure everybody watches it because we've got a movie coming up. The last movie we're going to film is called Webb Creek, and that's going to need to be a studio-funded movie. So that is the goal, is to make the last movie a studio-funded movie. It's a great script, and everybody's going to want to see it. and we're going to start filming the next movie before this one's done. So we're going to get on with that. Just follow us all on Facebook, subscribe to this YouTube channel, and Big and Funky loves you, babies. Peace out, everyone. It's good talking to you.
Bye.
I'm out.
Bye.